Archaeologists have found evidence that humans have been enjoying apples since at least 6500 BC. Apples were the favorite fruit of ancient Greeks and Romans. Apples are a member of the rose family. China is the top-most producer of apple, with producing 44 million tons produced annually. The second largest contributor is United States. It produces an average of 4.6 million tons. In the same year, the yield of apples were 310,000 tons. Nonetheless, around 70% of the apples are produced in the state of Washington. In the U.S., the apple is the second most commonly consumed fruit. 2,500 varieties of apples are raised in the U.S., including McIntosh, Rome, Gala, Red Delicious, and many more. These apples are also a huge source of income due to exports. Apples are the second most valuable fruit grown in the United States. Oranges are first. On third position is Poland. It produced 3.6 million tons of apples in the year 2016. The production was whopping high from the previous year. Apples come in all shades of reds, greens, and yellows. 2 pounds of apples make 1 9-inch pie. Apple blossom is the state flower of Michigan. 2,500 varieties of apples are grown in the United States. 7,500 varieties of apples are grown throughout the world. 100 varieties of apples are grown commercially in the United States, grown commercially in 36 states. The lady or appy apple is one of the oldest varieties in existence. Apples are fat, sodium, and cholesterol-free. A medium apple is about 80 calories. Apples are a great source of the fiber pectin. 1 apple has 5 grams of fiber. Pomology is known as the science of apple growing. Apple trees take 4 to 5 years to produce their first fruit. Apples harvested from an average tree can fill 20 boxes that weigh 42 pounds each. The largest apple picked weighed 3 pounds. Europeans eat about 46 pounds of apples annually. The average size of a United States orchard is 50 acres. Some apple trees will grow over 40 feet high and live over 100 years. It takes the energy from 50 leaves to produce 1 apple. In 1730, the first apple nursery was opened in Flushing, New York. Apples ripen 6 to 10 times faster at room temperature than if they were refrigerated. A peck of apples weight 10.5 pounds. It takes about 36 apples to create 1 gallon of apple cider. Apples account for 50% of the world's deciduous fruit tree production. In 2005, United States consumers ate an average of 46.1 pounds of fresh apples and processed apple products. That's a lot of applesauce. Apples contain fiber, vitamin C, antioxidants, and potassium. A medium-sized apple provides 3 to 20% of a person's daily fiber needs, 9 to 11% of a person's daily vitamin C needs, 4% of a person's daily potassium needs. Apples contain a range of antioxidants, including quercetin, catechin, fluoridin, chlorogenic acid. Antioxidants in apples appears to help neurons survive and continue to function. It may therefore help prevent age-related neuron loss. Eating raw apple lower level of low-density lipoprotein cholesterol among healthy people. Vitamin C in apple promotes heart health. Fiber appears in apples to help manage blood pressure, which may reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Potassium in apples helps relax the blood vessels, reducing the risk of high blood pressure and cardiovascular complications. Studies found that apples had a 7% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes than those who did not eat fruit. Consuming antioxidant-rich foods may help prevent the oxidative stress that causes cell damage and may lead to the development of certain cancers. Apples are a good source of antioxidants. Apples help optimize the health of people with obesity. Don't peel your apple. 2/3 of the fiber and lots of antioxidants are found in the peel. The old saying, "An apple a day, keeps the doctor away." This saying comes from an Old English adage, "To eat an apple before going to bed, will make the doctor beg his bread."